All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who rule very well, very beautifully. Double salutations to the Akim out here pushing the gospel in truth and in sincerity to the best of their ability, given to them by Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Peace, blessings, and salutations be unto the elect scattered abroad. May the election of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Lord willing, fall upon your houses. It's your brother Quantum Watt come back at you, Lord will, with the edifying lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Lord will. It is edifying, Lord will. It is straight to the point. Hey, but America's out of here, man. America is out of here, right? It's on the watch.guru. It's originally I got the article from the Newsbreak app. It says BRICS, right? It says major crash for U.S. economy has begun, as experts say, right? Which we know BRICS, right, is a acronym for all the different nations, right, that have come together, right, with one goal, right, to dethrone America and the American dollar, right, which we know BRICS, stands for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, as well as now you have more nations, right, like the United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia, as well as a long list, of nations that are ultimately trying to, enter into the BRICS, man, which the BRICS is, an Eastern, alliance similar to NATO, in a sense, man, so it's saying right here, it says major crash for U.S. economy has begun. Again, they've been trying to dethrone the dollar, dethrone America, right, as that, the head, of, basically the world, right, for a very, long period of time, right. These nations, right, are fed up, have been and are fed up with America, and they're making, I guess, recently it was China and Russia. They ultimately, did a historic crude oil deal. And the American dollar, ultimately was not involved, man, so they're pushing America out. It says, with the BRICS alliance further pursuing its de-dollarization efforts, a major crash for the U.S. economy has begun, right? It says a major crash for the U.S. economy has begun, according to one expert. Indeed, Robert Kiyosaki, the author of the widely acclaimed Rich Dad, Poor Dad, took to Twitter to share his perspective on the state of the economy, which we know, right? For those that don't, right? Robert Kiyosaki is is ultimately an economist, man, right? He's an investor, right? He's into the stock market, right? And when you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, again, he ultimately goes in on that, right? He speaks on that, learning about finances, right? Learning how to manage money, But anyways, it says Kiyosaki told his followers that the crash has begun, while further stating his users tips to cope with the trouble ahead. Moreover, his perspective is one that has been shared by many. Aid in the destruction of the dollar, right? By constantly, pushing up the debt ceiling, right? Printing more money, which, as the scriptures say, right, 2 Corinthians 2:11, right, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We understand why all this is going on, but nonetheless, it's still happening, right? The dollar is still being destroyed before our eyes, man. All roads lead to the emerald, to the TB at the end of the day, right? And this is why this situation is happening. But Esau believes that he's the one that's in control of what's going on. But Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is destroying this place, man. Socially, right? You see all these mows and you got uproars of the people, right, happening within American soil, right? And economically, right? The dollar has no power, influence over the nations, man. Right? Continuing on, it says experts say U.S. economy crash has begun. There was no understatement. It's like no understatement of the fragility in which the U.S. economy has found itself. The Federal Reserve has enacted a wait-and-see approach to interest rate cuts. Subsequently, its potential action to curtail a 2-year tightening campaign has been further postponed, much to the concern of many.
Don't be wild.
I'm weak. But it says, again, I'll read it again. It says the Federal Reserve has enacted a wait-and-see approach to interest rates cuts, right? And, I had seen an article. It's lucky, man. It's, neighbor walking by, man. But, I had read this article. I think it was, I want to wait until like last week or something, man, that stated that they were not going to, drop the interest rates, man, that they were ultimately going to keep them at those rates, man. Which again, right, hurts the economy even more, right? It just continues to, put that pressure on the people, right? Which is ultimately, again, it's going to be, these people are already feeling the pressure, right? But keeping those rates, eventually people are going to snap, man. It says, we'll continue on. We'll read. Right? It says a plethora of experts have expressed their worry that the issue could balloon into something far more catastrophic than current inflationary pressures. That's right? Because right now you're seeing inflation, right? But soon we're going to experience hyperinflation, which is prophesied to take place, man. Let's go into this real quick. In Revelations, right? Revelations, the 6th chapter, and it's the 6th verse, right? It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine, right? And we understand, right, when you go into it, right, a penny, right, when it goes into the right, this is Revelations chapter 6 and verse 6, right? It says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts saying, a measure of wheat for a penny, right? It says, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine, right? It says a measure of wheat, right, for a penny, right? A penny goes into a denarius, right? Which means containing 10, right? It says a Roman silver coin in New Testament took its name from being equal to 10 asses, right? Which are donkeys, right? Asses, right? Donkeys, So it says a measure of wheat for a penny, right? Which we know a donkey, right, is expensive, man, right? A donkey is expensive, extremely expensive, right? Especially back then, So let's look up what a measure of wheat is, right? A measure of wheat, right? It says a dry measure containing 4 kotel or 2 satari, less than our quart or 1 liter, right? So basically a scoop, right? What is that? What is it? Was it 2 cups or 3 cups? 2 to 4 cups, right? Within 1 liter, man, right? So you're scooping that up, and you're making bread, right? You're only able to make maybe 1, maybe 2 loaves out of that, right? Out of the wheat that you get, right? So we're talking about just a loaf of bread, right? Equal to, 5 to 10 donkeys, man. That's expensive. That's hyperinflation, and that's something that we're going to experience here soon, right? Because they're talking about it's only going to get worse, right? The economic woes have not ceased, right? That they're only going to continue to get worse, and now you got these experts saying that that the crash has fully begun, which the crash has been going on, man, right? Inflation is taking hold, stagflation, shrinkflation, all the different types of fucking inflation, have taken hold, man, and it's only going to continue to get worse, man, and this is nothing new, right? This is nothing new. Let's go into what is that? 2 Kings. First or 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, and the 24th verse. I think it's 2 Kings. 2 Kings 6, and right here, 2 Kings 6 and verse 24 in the KJV, it says, and it came to pass after this that Ben-Hadad, king of Syria, gathered all his hosts and went up and besieged Samaria. And there was a great famine in Samaria, and behold, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, man. Right? And we know when you look at that, right? Let's go ahead and grab that word 80, right? 80, right? It says right here, 80 pieces of silver, right? So you look at the regular what is that? 1 ounce of silver today, and that shit's between $25 to $30, right? So you times 30, right? Let's pick 30, right? Just a simple number. Times it by 8. That's $240, man. Or it's like times it by 8, right? That's 240, right? You add another 0 on there, man. That's $2,400 just for, a donkey head, man. That's hyperinflation, man, because there ain't much meat on a donkey head, man. You got maybe the cheeks, the tongue, you ain't really you got the brain, maybe the eyes, right? They really ain't nothing that's edible, man. Nothing on that, nothing is left, man. So that's hyperinflation. We know as it states in Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9, which we bring it out all the time, right? There's nothing new under the sun. That which had been is that which shall be. So we're gonna experience a time just like this. Matter of fact, it's going to be worse, right? Jacob's trouble is going to be worse, right? Because when all this hits, hey man, it's going to be real bad. Because these people are already on edge, man. These people are already fed up. It's funny too. Hey, it's a spirit called Lo Yahweh Shemel Shah. I was just chilling at the pool after work, man. Long day. Chilling at the pool. Arizona, it's already like 90-something degrees, man. And Shalom, bro. Dude's bugged the fuck out, man. But and that nigga's talking about, I'm Amen Ra. I am an angel. Man, you bugged the fuck out, man. But anyways, getting back to the point, Salakia, man. But yeah, man. So I was chilling in the pool, and I overheard one of my other neighbors, right? She's talking about how, she's paying, X amount of dollars for her spot, and somebody else who just moved in a bigger, apartment is paying the same amount, man. And how she's, a single mom, not really able to, take care of things, right? I guess, baby daddy ain't helping out, right? And this is an Edomite, man. Call Lo Yahweh Shemel Shah. These damn devils are feeling those curses. But nonetheless, the point is, right, these people are feeling that pressure, man. These people are feeling that pressure. She was complaining to another neighbor that's feeling that pressure as well, man. How ironic it would be a female, man. 2 females, going through it, called Lo Yahweh Shemel Shah, Hey, but nonetheless, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to take place, right? Going back where it says to Revelations, right? Finish this off, right? Or if you want to go back to 2 Kings, right? It says, and there was a great famine in Samaria, and beheld, they besieged it until an ass's head was sold for 80 pieces of silver, and a 1/4 part of a cab of dove's dung for 5 pieces of silver. We're talking about shit, bird shit, being sold as food for 5 pieces of silver. 5 times 3 is 150, right? You add the 0, right? 150, right? $30, right? In today's money, right? $30 for 1 ounce of silver, right? You times that by 5. 5 times 3 is 15. You add the 0 on there, and that's $150 for some shit. That was bad. Jeremiah 30 and verse 7 tells you it's going to be like a time like no other. So this is talking about even worse than this time. Right? Again, these people are already feeling that pressure. So what do you think they're going to do when that hyperinflation kicks in, man? All hell is going to break loose, man. All hell is going to break loose. These people are going to wig the fuck out, man. Right? Let's go to this real quick. In Job, right? Job chapter 20 and verse 22 at the top KJV. It says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. Let's go into that word wicked, right? It's talking about the laborers, man, right? The average day, everyday person, right? It says laborer, sufferer, the wretched one, right? It says sufferer, right? Laborer, workman, right? These are the average day people, man. When that shit starts to hit the fan, hey, guess what, man? These people are gonna riot, man. These people are gonna have enough, man. They're gonna be done. And this is ultimately what Esau Edom wants, man. This is why the economy is getting worse and worse, right? Because he has a slogan, right? Order ab chaos, right? Order out of chaos. He's creating that chaos, right? Putting the people in this position, right? To where they're not gonna be able to, buy and sell, right? Unless they have the charagma, right? Pursuant to Revelations 13, beginning at verse 16, right? This is what it's all about. This is why everything is happening. This is why the dollar is being crashed, right? So Esau Edom, again, right, to bring forth this so-called solution, and get the people, right, to bow down to him forever, man. But again, right, the Lord got him in a trick bag, right? Esau thinks this is a controlled fall, man. Right, when you go, skydiving, you know what I mean. A lot of these experts, man, it's a fall, right? It's a free fall, right? You just kind of jump out the airplane, but it's controlled, right? They know what they're doing. They know how to cup their hands and move their body a certain way to where they can do certain acrobatics and this, that, and the third. Esau believes that it's a controlled fall, but it's not, right? The Lord is having this shit fall like dominoes, man, one after another, and you can't stop it because the dominoes just keep getting bigger as they hit. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Esau thinks that he's going to stand on the other side and stop that last domino, but it's not going to happen, man. This shit's over, man. America is fucking over. This shit's about to hit the fucking fan. Jacob's trouble is about to hit the fan, man. These people are about to start rioting. You're about to see Second Esdras, the 15th chapter, take place, man. Right? Let's go into that real quick. Right? This is Second Esdras, chapter 15. And we'll start at verse 16. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." So once that hyperinflation takes hold, and people aren't able to, because again, the prices for things are going up, but yet wages are not going up, right? So really, again, these people are just being swamped, right, with debt, right? And again, right, they're you maxing out the credit cards, right? They're sitting here, borrowing on loans, right, that have extremely high interest rates, right? And they're not able to make the payments, so they're getting, and a lot of these are like secured loans, right? So whatever they put up for that money, they're getting that shit taken away, man. Whether it be a car, or whether it be, their home, or whatever it may be, man. People are, trying to pull out loans so they can continue to pay these bills. But at the end of the day, they're getting fucked on the back end, man. So these people are going to say, you know what? Fuck this shit, man. I can't buy these. I can't pay for these bills. I can't pay for this food. I'm just going to take it, man. Right? You seeing right now, right, in California, heavy, man. Right? You got people just robbing these damn stores just for dumb shit. Hey, well, how much more when it comes to food? I remember that video that came out, I want to say a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, where there was a woman that sat there. I mean, it might have been 2 years ago, maybe a little bit more. I don't know for sure. But there was a woman that went into a Bashas', I think it was a Bashas', and she went in there and she was robbing the place, man. She didn't do it with a gun. She just grabbed it and she was walking out, and one of the store employees caught her and was trying to take the shit out of her hand. She said, "No, I'm hungry. I gotta feed my kids." Blah 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 blah. She's yelling at the top of her lungs, "I gotta feed my kids," and people walking up, "I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it. I'll pay for it." She's still trying to rob the shit because that's the position people were put in, and they're gonna be put in a worse position here in the near future, man. Here in the near future, people are gonna be put in a very bad situation. Hey, shalom, Salakia, man. I had to ultimately take this on the road, but nonetheless, yeah, you were right. People are going to be put in a very bad situation, man. Right? Once everything hits the fan, right? And again, that hyperinflation takes hold, and people are not able to continue to, sustain, working, right? Because at that point, it won't be, in a sense, cost effective, right? It won't be worth it, right, to continue to work, and still not be able to afford anything, right? Rent, car, food, so on and so forth, man. So it's only going to continue to get worse from here, right? Let's continue on in verse 17. It says that man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Why? Because it's going to be complete and utter chaos, man. Complete and utter chaos. I'm always referencing that movie, American Blackout, right? But there's plenty of movies that you can watch, right? What was it? The most recent one, Leave the World Behind, right? That was a good one, right? Where it showed you the city was completely on fire, right? There's another one with Forrest Whitaker, right? I think This Is the End or something like that. When the all electricity broke down, when everything kind of just blacked out, right? There was no electronics, right? Which means you couldn't spend the money on your card. Cash was obsolete. Hey, what was it? It was every man for himself, within the city, man, and even outside the city, everywhere it's going to be bad, right? It's going to, again, Jacob's trouble, right? A time like no other, right? Verse 18, it says, for because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid, right? Again, go back to Jeremiah 30, beginning at the 5th verse. Right, even the mightiest man, right, the so-called top G's of this world, man, they're going to be in straits, man, right? The only ones that are going to be cool, calm, and collected are the men of the Lord, right, and those who are with them, because why? Because Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is on their side, right, and they're going to, again, be walking in the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua in those times, man, right, because the Lord said that he would, that he will deliver them in 6 troubles, yea, in 7, right? No show eat, they're going to be, roughly paraphrasing, right? Job 5, the Job, the 5th chapter, beginning the 19th verse, right? The Lord's going to protect them, at all times, and again, Salakia, I am driving, so I only would, pull out a few scriptures, man, but again, it is going to be a time like no other, right? It says, verse 19, it says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, right? Scriptures also talk about that friends shall fight one another or like enemies, right? It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, right? Again, right? There's not going to be no food, right? 2 Ezra, the 6th chapter, talks about the storehouses appearing empty, man. And that's going to happen, because what? Right? Because you're having, all these different, so-called climate events, right? That are making it hard for farmers to, continue to, harvest, and produce crops, right? As well as, prices going up is going to prevent these, these truckers, right, from being able to, continue to pay for the gas to deliver these goods to these stores, And on top of that, right, when whatever's left in these stores, right, when that situation pops off, hey, everybody's going to be snatching it like World War Z, right? When they were going into the store and they were snatching everything up, man. This is what's coming. This is what's coming down the pipe, man. And the only thing that you can do is turn to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. The only thing you can do is turn to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, because as it says, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua is our shield and our buckler, man. Also states in Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time to the strength of salvation, man. So you getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding now, not when it's too late, not next week, now, man. Now. And if you don't, hey, you're going to be asked out, man. Your ass is going to be grasped for sure, man. So get this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding while you can. We ain't got too much time. We ain't got too much time longer to talk about the economic crash has begun. Really, it's been happening, man. Esau just ultimately, trying to, keep America afloat. But as it says in Jeremiah, the 51st chapter, man, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Right? There's nothing that they can do to ultimately bring America back to the state in which it was in. It's not gonna happen, man. America's going down, man. And everyone, and then, once this situation pops off, man, and if you don't have Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai, and you're ultimately fucked, man. You know? But I just wanted to, ultimately close out on that. I didn't want to make this too much longer, man. Like I said, I had to take it on the road, help a brother out, man, But nonetheless, Lord Will was edifying. Lord Will's, straight to the point. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh, double honor to the elder apostles, of the bishops, of the great millstone. Till next time, I say shalom.